I will explain about what we have learned in this topic, in this lesson, animals and their food. In that, what we have learned. First, different types of animals that live in our surroundings have their own food habits. Way of taking food, type of food taken. So, different animals we can find out in our surroundings. They may be herbivores, they may be carnivores, they may be omnivores. Herbivores means the animals which eat only plant food, cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, etc. Carnivores means the animals which eats only flesh or animals, other animals. They are called carnivores. Example, lion, tiger, wolf, etc. Omnivore, the animals which eat both vegetarian and non-vegetarian, plant food and animal food. They are called omnivores. Examples, human beings, dog, crow, etc. So, different animals have different types of food habits. And food habits and way of taking food, how they take food is also different. Animals have different types. And which type of food taken. So, different animals will have different types of food habits and mode of taking food also is different. Sucking, licking, pecking, chewing, peeling, swallowing are the ways by which animals take in their food. Sucking means nakadam. For example, if you will take dog sucking, sucking means peelchkod. For example, if you will take mosquitoes or butterflies, suck the nectar. Here, with the help of a structure present in that animals called proboscis. It is a structure which present in insects like mosquito or butterflies. With the help of this proboscis, they suck the liquid foods. And licking means nakadam. For example, if you will take dog licks the food material before taking it. Pecking means with this cord, air cord. For example, if you will take hen pecking the food. Chewing means namaladam. Peeling means tolu, tokka teesi tinadam. Swallowing ante mingedam. So, different types of animals will have different types of modes to take food material. Animals are divided into three groups on their basis of their food. They are, according to their food habits, animals are categorized into three groups, that is herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores means the animals which eat only plant food. Carnivores means the animals which eat only animal food. Omnivores means the animals which eat both animal and plant food, known as omnivores. Examples of herbivores are cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, horse, camel. Example of carnivores are lion, tiger, wolf, fox, etc. Examples of omnivores are human being, crow, dog, etc. Beaks of birds differ from one another depending upon the food habit, food they eat. Different birds will have different types of beaks. Their shapes also different. Some will eat fruits, some will eat seeds, some will eat worms, some will eat buds, some will eat leaves. So, according to their food habits, their beaks are modified. Their shapes of beaks are modified to take food material. Food chain is the connection between animals on the basis of their food habits. Already I explained about food chains and food webs in the previous classes. Food chain, it is a feeding relationship between organisms, one organism with another organism, that is called food chain. Food chain explains the interdependence of diverse organisms. Diverse means differences. Different organisms depends for food. No, that shown by food chain. It is the feeding relationship between organisms. It is the feeding relation between different organisms. The system of interlinked food chain is food web. Food web means several interlinked known as food web. In food chain, one organism is food for other organisms. In food web, one organism is food for several organisms, that is called food web. So, several food chains united together to form food web. Now, improve your learning. Improve your learning. First, fill in the blanks. First blank. The butterfly uses dash to suck honey from flowers. The answer is proboscis. Butterfly uses proboscis to suck the honey from flower. Proboscis is a tube-like, needle-like structure which helps to suck honey from flowers. Tiger is a carnivorous animal. Tiger is a carnivorous animal because it eats only meat. It is a carnivorous animal. Why? Because it eats only non-vegetarian or animal food. So it is called carnivorous animal. Decomposers are also called as recyclers. Third blank. Decomposers are also called recyclers. Why? Because they recycle the nutrients from dead bodies of plants and animals to soil to plants, and plants, animals, when they are died, again they reach to the soil by decomposers. Examples of decomposers are fungi and bacteria. Fungi and bacteria are called decomposers. Choose the correct answer. The source of energy for a food chain is choose the correct answer. The source of energy for a food chain is sun. First to choose the correct answer is sun. That's why sun also called as ultimate source of energy is sun. Do you know the energy present in sun transferred to plants to animals? So the main source of energy is sun. That's why sun is ultimate source of energy. Identify the omnivorous animal the following. Dog. Dog is a omnivore. Why? Because it eats both plant food and animal food. That's why it is a omnivore. Another example for omnivore, the best example is human being. We are also omnivores. Why? Because we depends on both plants and animals. Next. At which position the food chain would you place a human being? Write down. Secondary consumer. I will explain with a simple example. See here. Grass. Grass is the producer here, which get energy from sun. Goat is the primary consumer, which depends on grass, and humans here occupy third position, that is called secondary consumer. So producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer. In this food chain, we placed in third level, that is called secondary consumer. Producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer. So these three are the fill in the blanks. These three are the choose the correct answers. Now I will explain about answer the following. First question, list some animals in your surroundings which have same kind of food habits. For example, if you will take herbivores like cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, horse, camel. All these are herbivores. Why? Because they eat only grass or plants for food. And if you will take lion, tiger, wolf, fox, they are carnivores. Why? Because they depends on other animals, flesh. That's why they are called carnivores. Compare the legs of and nails of a dog and a hen and say why they are different. For example, if you will take nails of dog, dog is a omnivore. At the time of flesh eating, they use the sharp nails to tear the flesh. If you will observe in hen, this is helpful to picking the small worms or small nuts. Names of animals which use tongue as a tool for taking food. For example, if you will take lizard, lizard will use tongue to catch the prey. Prey means killed animal. Predator means killing animal. So tongue, for example, if you will take dog and lizard and frog, they use tongue to catch the prey or other animals. Identify which of the following statements are wrong and give reasons. Fourth question. All animals living in water feed only plants. Elephants and deer are herbivores living in the forest. Birds' beaks are designed to suit their food habits. Sharp claws are useful for hunting. Most of the food chains end with herbivores. In these, A, E statements are wrong. In these, A, E statements are wrong. Why? Because all animals living water only on feeds. For example, if you will take fishes. Fishes sometimes eat small animals. They are called zooplankton. Sometimes they eat other small fishes also. Correct or not? So that statement is wrong. Why? Because the animals which live in water also take plants, animals along with plants. Most of the food chains end with herbivores. No, that is wrong. Why? Because most of the food chains are ends with top carnivores. Every food chain, carnivore will be present. So most of the food chains consist of ends with not herbivore, that is carnivores. Write the importance of food chain. Food chain is the feeding relationship. One organism depends on other organism for food is known as food chain. So food chain helps to supply food to living organisms. Sixth question. Arrange the following in a correct sequence and form a food chain. Rabbit, carrot, eagle, snake. In this food chain, rabbit wrong here. First you have to write carrot. Carrot is the producer here. Next you have to write rabbit. Afterwards you have to write snake. Afterwards you have to write eagle. The correct sequence is carrot, rabbit, snake, eagle. This is the correct sequence of food chain. Next, human, insect, algae, fish. In this, first you have to write algae. First you have to write algae, producer. Insect, second you have to write insect, that is the primary consumer. Fish, that is the third consumer or secondary consumer. Last, human is the top carnivore or secondary consumer. So correct sequence is algae, insect, fish, human. Those are the correct sequence. The first sequence is carrot, rabbit, snake, eagle. Carrot, rabbit, snake, eagle. And the second sequence is algae, insect, fish, human. So up to here, sixth question completed. No? In the next class, I will explain about 7, 8, 9, 10 questions and activities and projects I will explain in the next class. Okay? Thank you, children.